Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Danae, and I'm here with a message for you. Happy Tuesday. Today is March 19th, and guess what today is? It's the spring equinox. Well, it officially begins on, it's today, March 19th, but not until about 11 something p.m. tonight, apparently. So, therefore, I can't quite say happy spring officially just yet, but we're pretty much there. Certainly doesn't feel like it, however, because ironically, this is like more or less some of the coldest days that I've been experiencing in my part of town personally. For I guess maybe even the past couple of weeks or so. So ironically, the first day of spring is not so springy. However, I am grateful for the promise of this season. And also, ironically, I'm feeling this like surge of allergy symptoms, which is not even really typical of me, quite honestly. It has to be real bad, which I guess maybe it is, for me to suffer, and particularly this early, to start my nose to be itchy and, that feeling, that good old feeling. So forgive me in advance if I'm a bit sniffly or if I have to pause for the cause of a nose blow and so on and so forth. But in any event, here we are. Grateful to be here nonetheless. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got. King of Pentacles. The man. Okay, King of Pentacles is a devoted partner, whether it be professionally or relationally. That's the first thing that jumps out. Not that that's all the King of Pentacles is, of course, but because he doesn't have to be partnered up, but that's definitely one of the attributes that if there is a possibility of partnership in any way, shape, or form, this is an energy typically that is dependable, reliable, stable, secure, responsible, all of those great attributes. Good with money, wise with energy, makes smart investments, takes calculated risks in terms of investments. Is pretty practical and calculated, wise, or just knows how to even take, that would be a calculated risk, still a risk nonetheless, but that has good money management instincts for the most part. And again, of course, as always with Pentacles, it could be time, energy, attention. Mystically, we could be talking about gifts and abilities. We could be talking about talents. And we could be talking about, of course, did I say money? I honestly don't remember. But the obvious would be some type of material measurement of success, wealth, or affluence. Also, certainly, this would be more Taurus energy, but any of the earth signs, but it could definitely give the vibe of power, like a position or accolades, achievements with the Pentacle energy. So this is someone that is particularly a master in manifestation, bringing their energy to life in the 3D and magnifying or multiplying energy outside of himself or herself. If we're talking about just the masculine energy of a female, the proactive energy of a feminine, who is also all of the great attributes already named. It will work more or less the same way. The go-getter, very assertive, driven, proactive, maybe even aggressive, maybe not so much aggressive, but I would say definitely ambitious, but focused ambition, not necessarily wild ambition. It's a practical ambition with the King of Pentacles. So let's see what we're talking about here. Good way to start for sure. We call the King of Pentacles the Kingpin. But let's hope that it's in the higher frequency of just someone that is a boss, maybe a entrepreneur or something of that, or just some someone that's excelled in stature and influence. More affluence than influence, though. So let's see what we got. But it's very tangible because we're talking about Taurus, which is the second house. So that's someone that lives in comfort or that idealizes it, even in a practical sense. You know, it's tangible results of prosperity. You know, like prosperity and wealth as a way of life. You know, someone that doesn't mind spending a little on designer threads or high-end, I don't know, I just heard cologne, however that fits in, designer cologne or high-end fragrances or something like that, that likes to look good, smell good. But again, practically speaking, so it's not somebody that's necessarily flashy, but they invest in things that hold value to them, you know. So it may be a matter of, you can tell that it's, you know, a designer this or something that of high quality, but it may or may not be for the purposes of being flashy or flamboyant or, you know the type. It's just, that's how that person wants to live. That's the standard of living that they're used to, that they aspire to, that gives them comfort, makes them feel safe and secure, makes them feel like their money is well invested and well spent. Thinking about the wisdom of investing with the King of Pentacles, they don't want to buy cheap clothes that are going to wear out in a couple of washes. They rather spend a few more dollars, buy things that are actually going to last and, you know, earn their money back ultimately and wear potentially, or just in the appreciation of the value of the thing itself, perhaps. So I don't know. Let's see. Okay. We got the two of, let's go across. I want to switch up the flow today. The Two of Swords. Some indecision or a crossroads moment. Let's see. A decision that is hot, that's putting a lot of pressure on somebody, or the point of indecision is a pressure point. The state of indecision is the pressure point. what is this about? This is an interesting combination. Hold on. We got the King of Pentacles. This is someone that wants to make an offer to someone. Because it doesn't really, I don't get the sense that this Two of Swords. This is either another energy or it's the state of mind of this King of Pentacles where they are either afraid, reluctant to make an investment or make a decision on a particular investment. But then we got the Ten of Wands, which is definitely struggle, stress. It's the end of it. But what's the point of decision here? I'm confused. I'm like legitimately confused. Maybe they're confused. They don't feel like they have enough information. King of Pentacles would be a much more practical. They would want to make an informed decision, but it seems like there's like an overexertion of pressure to make the right decision. Maybe that's what it's about. And it's creating more stress and anxiety. Someone's not trusting their instincts. On what though? What's on the other side of this Ten of Wands? Interesting to me. Because it's like they have the energy, they have the money, they have the time. They must even have the wisdom to be in the king's position. But somebody's afraid to take a risk that might lead to a burden. A financial burden. Oh. But it's given thinking too hard at this point to be at this place of the Two of Swords where it's just the reluctance alone is creating the burden more than just let's see what's on the other side. Because it's somebody that has a lot to lose respectfully. So that's why they would be contemplative, as I said, all about that King of Pentacles energy as to how they spend their money, what they spend it on, making sure there's going to be a return. Or wanting to be as sure as possible that there's going to be a return on the investment. But there's some things you just can't be 100% sure of, which is when that calculated risk assessment would need to kick in to just kind of like take the chance if it seems worth it enough, and somebody is given as somebody believes that it's worth it enough, because it's a lot of passion here with the Ten of Wands, but they're afraid to take a loss on account of following their passion or their impulses, and it having some detrimental effect. Oh, maybe they're afraid not to have enough time or energy to devote to whatever the point in question may be. And I started off talking about partnership, which I noticed even myself was strange that was my first insight out the gate. Like, this is a partner that is dedicated, that's dependable, that's secure, sound. It's like somebody maybe is milling over in their mind whether or not they truly do embody all of those attributes, or have that, that can, somebody that wants to make sure they can be as committed to whatever they're about to, or have the idea to invest in, as they would want to be, if that makes sense, if I said that right. It's like, practically speaking, somebody that may want to date someone, or express interest, or just all around partner up. It could even be professionally, but they're thoughtful about whether or not they actually have the time and the spare energy and time and attention to share outside of where they're already centrically focused. And it's causing a burden, because it's like somebody's just kind of stuck in their head overthinking it. But what's on the other side of that? Let's see. Yeah, they're like worried if it's safe to let their guard down. Will they lose focus on things that matter, given this is the king of matter? Will they be sacrificing the best part of themselves, their ideology, their values, which, are very practical in this case? So it's somebody that's overburdened almost with passion, and it scares them, because they're used to having 10 toes down. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Probably having their guard up against anything too overly emotional, this is overstimulation for sure. At the 10 of Wands, like somebody is like, they are excited, and they're worried that their excitement could jade their what's the word that I just heard? Jade their damn it, what was that word? I just heard it. It came and went so fast. I can't hear it, but I will, because it's connected to like their mindset more, to like, this is heavy in the passion department. They're almost trying to like suppress their excitement, their enthusiasm for something. And it could be love, could be partnership, could be attraction with the wand energy. It just could be ambition for a particular professional partnership or something creative. That could be a thing too, where somebody is like fighting their urge to express more of their creativity as opposed to doing what is safe and secure. And they want to invest more into their passion, but that's the thing. So somebody has the capital to invest in a passion project of sorts. Could be relationally, or just could be independently. But they have the money to invest, but it's not something that you can see up front will definitely be a return on that investment. But if it's this highly energetic, is at least worth it to see, says me, a fire sign and an air sign primarily, but someone that is more grounded and likes to make things likes things to be more logical. Well, not so much logical, but practical. To see the facts and figures and value of their projections that may be a harder leap. Now I can understand that practically as to why someone is stressing themselves out because they want to do it so bad, whatever it is. The only question mark is the unknown, which can't be known until it is, So that's the tough part for somebody that is very, very grounded. Salute to you. Well, even my Sag sun is even in the second house, which is Taurus, but even that is still ruled by Venus, the second house is. So it's a bit more grounded, I guess, to some degree, and calls for more tangibility, but there's still that air in there as well. Oh, shoot now. Yeah, somebody's afraid. I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna take it upside down because that's how it fell. But yeah, somebody's just afraid to lose a lot of money. More so to waste money. But what I'm also picking up here is that the bigger risk at hand is somebody wasting their gifts by being at this stubborn crossroads. What was that word? I really want to know what it was. Someone thinks they're going to lose their... Watch when I watch it back, I'm going to be like, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, so that's the fear here, like to and make this big investment, but it not bring anything back in, and then that's just money lost. And obviously, whatever this is, it's going to take something. It's either going to take a great sacrifice of time, energy, actual money, capital, attention, that all of the above, and in any ways that I mentioned. Because if it's a passion project, it may take money to jumpstart, and also time and attention. If it's a relationship, somebody may be worried about, somebody worried about a proposal and somebody saying no. That's a very distinct expression of relationship. That's what somebody's so worked up and excited about, making some big offer, in this case, a proposal, like an actual proposal, either for a commitment or, a deeper commitment or more advanced connection, or marriage itself. And they're afraid to be rejected. Oh. What? Well, again, as I said, it's like, and back to where the trajectory I was on, if it's business, anything in business is a risk. Even if you've run all the numbers, you scaled all the projections, it's still a matter of timing and management and all that, the market and all that good stuff. So it's like you still could lose or win. So it's just somebody just thinking about the worst. They're trying to take all the precautions against the worst, but in fact, it's creating more of a burden. I would say even more of a manifestation of, it's making that reality more impressive, I'll say even oppressive, than it actually may be. Because this feels like a projected energy. It's not like somebody already took a risk. And I'm saying that because of the Two of Swords. There's a stalemate here that's causing a stress. And somebody is trying to protect themselves from some undesirable outcome. So this isn't a matter of somebody did something and this is the outcome. This is somebody all over here at the King of Pentacles having more than enough, having no real cause for alarm yet, but that's ringing all the bells on account of it being something that they can't really control. You know, the outcome that they can't dictate or control for themselves. They just have to go and see. Like what they say, scared money don't make money. Oh, that's way too much. I'm not taking all that. But yeah, here's the gift giving, the equal give and take, Six of Pentacles. Scared of the competition? So somebody, if I feel like somebody's stressed that if they hold back, they're going to succumb to the competition, or somebody else is going to get the leg up, whether it be the girl, the business, you know, somebody else will run with this creative idea, or the spark will fizzle out in some type of way. But it's really their own internal conflict is what I'm getting here with the Five of Wands. They're beating themselves up energetically about even having this passion. Like, this is so funny. Like, somebody is stressing themselves out at the sheer fact that they are even this excited in the first place. Like, they want to calm down so bad, but it's given that somebody can't calm their nerves. They can't suppress this energy no matter how much they try. And they're trying. They're trying to rationalize it. Or subdue it. Subdue this passion. They way too much. Trying to control way too much of something that's not really meant to be controlled. Yeah, look at this. It's the Lovers. Afraid or anxious. Let's call it anxious, not fear per se. It's an anxiety that someone is subscribing to, because it's self-induced. It's not, because the Lovers here, you know, is really an indication that something is more or less pretty promising, as long as all the perspectives are in order. Somebody's just making it far more complicated than it needs to be. And it also speaks to the fact that somebody knows that they have a great opportunity on their hands. It's not a matter of am I making the right choice? It really comes down to anxiety about the outcome, the what if or what if not. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. What if we get together and then it all falls apart? What if I invest this money and then I'm out on the street? Somebody's way too poverty conscious of themselves, and given they're sitting in the King of Pentacles, there's no reason to be. So there could be some type of like, what is this? Like psychic attack going on. That could be environmentally induced, like maybe somebody hanging around the wrong people, or taking some jaded advice, impressions made onto them by folks that just aren't in the same alignment with the vision. It's even a matter of somebody that could just be sharing their passion with someone else, and it's like, and they get laughed at, or somebody's like, man, well, since when you been a ... I didn't even know you was into that, and it seeps in, it creates this energy of doubt and despair, like, oh man, like, because somebody feels like somebody would love to be validated in some way, shape, or form by anybody in the 3D, just to be confident to know that they're taking an appropriate risk. Like, just somebody say, yeah, man, you should ask her. Oh yeah, like I think she would be into you. Or, well, I didn't know you was into that, but sounds like fun. Or, yeah, that sounds like a great business idea. Like, somebody, please just validate me. Just one word. And this is a testing for someone. It's like, no, you're not. This is the matter of what true, business masters or energetic masters, whatever he is, true kingpins, okay, are made of. They make boss moves, big decisions. And sometimes, as the visionary of the establishment, the corporation, the idea, the whatever, it may all be on you to see it through, and then everybody else follow along or just catch you on the flip side, like when it all comes to be. Sometimes you have to be the one to take that risk to gain the reward. And yeah, of course, there is also the off chance that it may not work out, and then you bear the brunt of the responsibility, of course, but there is no reward without risk. And this is some type of, like, I want to say like a rites of passage or something for somebody to really affirm their position of power for themselves, to actually, it's like spirit almost wanting to show them to themselves, like, no, you had the right idea. Because it feels like this is something out of somebody's wheelhouse, like a little bit out of their comfort zone. And spirit is trying to stretch this person out of their comfort zone to see that they have even greater potential than just being 10 toes down, that they can actually conceive beyond the 3D realm of prosperity and productivity, like expand beyond that. But you can't know that unless you've been tried and tested and proven to yourself more than anything. And a lot of times that comes through great adversity. So somebody's putting a great pressure on themselves, but they're also incurring a great pressure, maybe even universally ordained, to kind of put them in a position to have to either make this leap, make this jump, make this choice with the Lover's card, or fall back to what's comfortable and calculated. But knowing that those types of more limited ambitions also only have limited returns. This is somebody that's ready for the big win, the Ace of Pentacles, something like out of this world, but they're unsure as to if they truly are. Somebody that may be ready for that long-term commitment. They've been preparing for it, clearly, they've been showing up as secure and sound and sensible and dedicated and committed in every other area of their life that makes sense, but is still thoughtful as to if they have what it takes to carry that energy over into a space that they may be a little bit unsure about. And here's the validation here with the Lovers. It's like, this is the combat in the mind. Like, oh, but what if it all falls apart? What if I don't have what it takes to see it through? Or, you know, what if it's a failure? And I'm like, okay, what if it is? And what if it isn't? What if you never get to see? What's more of the tragedy? Oh, devil energy all up in the reading. Oh man, yeah, somebody is afraid of heartbreak, and well, this is the spirit of limitation here with the Devil card. Somebody afraid, hold on. What I'm getting this, damn, somebody's mind is doing all the heavy lifting, man. Somebody needs to think more with their heart in this particular case, because they're either replaying toxic experiences where they took a risk and it didn't work out very well. That's what their point of reference is. And it's now, this certainly is the expression of fear. It's graduated now from anxiety to fear, because this is definitely some type of projection or energetic interference that's happening, because somebody is on the brink of something very big, and every diabolical energy, perhaps even in their own life, is fighting against it. They got people in their lives reminding them, "Oh, you remember the last time you tried to be in a commitment, how that worked out? I don't think you're ready to be in no commitment personally. You still got some work to do. You still got some things, some issues you need to work out. I don't think you ever going to get married," because like that type of energy that he's coming up against. Somebody intentionally speaking negative into this person's psyche, whether it be verbally so or just sending these energetic projections to them with the Seven of Wands. This is definitely a test as to how advanced someone has become in their own self-assertion. Like, who do you know yourself to be? Because somebody has all the proof. They have all the proof already in what they've attained, what they've accomplished, how they've maintained it with discipline and consistency, all those things that the King of Pentacles is good for. It's not like fly by night or fleeting. It's like, it's proven results here, but somebody is really having to, wow, man, I can feel the energy. It's like daggers from every which way. And it's more internally than anything, because even if it is somebody saying stuff to them, whispering, you know, little seeds of doubt or projecting energy toward them, it's still an internal conflict that they have to prove themselves to be victorious over. Because when it comes down to it, and it, like I said, just as much as the reward and the victory is a reflection of you, the responsibility of whatever the outcome certainly is as well. If you get into the ideal experience and then allow your internal conflict to kind of like beat you out of it, you'll still have no one else to blame or no one else to hold accountable for the outcome. Like, is somebody really being held to a high standard of accountability for their identity. Like, who are you? Do you know? You have all the evidence, but do you know? And are you ready to act accordingly? This is somebody literally having to face their darkest. It's like as soon as they make a decision, like, yes, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to just ask her. I'm going to just go. I'm going to just invest. Whatever they decide to do, it's like this freaking, I don't even know what to call this, like peril parade starts to run its course in their mind, in their spirit. It's like an all-out attack because it's energetically trying to, for them even almost feeling shameful or conflicted by why they're so excited in the first place, because that's abnormal. Their mind starts playing tricks on them. People in their surroundings start influencing, start almost like what do you call it? What's the word? Like start affirming what they're already thinking, if not planting seeds in the first place. And then they start to think about the only reflective evidence that they have in tandem with all of those other things to not really have much either have no real high success, no evidence at all of success for what they're up against, or a low success rate for times that they've tried before. So like somebody is up against the challenge of their life to move forward, to ascend, and really to have, it seems like something that they really, really want to have. And that's also the other fear, is because they want it so bad that the thought of losing it or gaining it, the thought of not having it is one thing. Then the thought of having it and fucking it up is a whole nother. It's like they're caught in between. Yeah, like they're caught in between this rock and a hard place from like, should I even try? Like I have no evidence for why this should work. At least if I don't try, then I can't fail and I can't disappoint myself. I can't go through this cycle of, depression and disappointment if I never tried in the first place. And oh my gosh, that's such a defeated mindset. Like nothing but the devil, nothing but. And it's not uncommon, like certainly we all have been there. And we're all susceptible to go back there for sure, right? Especially when you want something so bad, you want it to work out, and you don't know if you have what it takes to see it through. This is that transformative moment here. It's like fight or flight. Life or death. This is it. This is for all the marbles for somebody, for real. This one moment of truth here is something that has the potential to change someone's entire existence for good. Because once they can get over this hurdle, there's nothing else to talk about. And the funny thing is that this person doesn't realize, I think there's a high success rate of whatever this is simply with the lovers here alone. That's already on the board. And then here comes the afterthought of what if it's this though, But if someone, the funny thing is that if someone having the courage to surmount this gravity of self-doubt and conflict will set them apart for an ascended trajectory, whether it does work out amazingly well as desired for it to be so, or if it doesn't, because what it does is it dissipates this threshold of doubt and fear about the what ifs, it being probably one of the hardest things anybody has ever, is representative of just feeling like one of the hardest things you've ever done. And it may not even be the hardest ever moving forward, but in this moment, it feels like you've never faced anything so challenging, so uncertain, so scary, so exciting, so anxiety inducing. You know, there's so much, like it's so much energy pumping through this one moment of truth and decision that although someone's biggest fear is failure, they're missing, they're not conscious of the reality that this is setting them up to never fail again, just by having, eliminating this mindset, this process of thinking altogether. Because as I said, if they step up to the challenge and it goes well, it's like, well, hallelujah, that's amazing. You had all you have all the evidence to believe, to affirm that you did the right thing. If they step up to the challenge and it doesn't quite work out, or not for the time, and doesn't have the anticipated outcome holistically, let's just say, for whatever reason, it still would have broken someone free of some binding energy that's keeping them from moving in more of an ascended confidence beyond just this practical expression of my gifts and talents and what makes sense and, exactly what's within my realm of expectation, to something far more unlimited and supreme than that. It literally is transformative in essence. They'll never have to deal with this type of fear again. And then and I'm saying even if, because the worst case scenario for this energy is that if they were not to get the outcome that they are kind of like building up in their mind, it wouldn't matter, because you never have to worry about this buildup again. You would be stock full of the confidence to just follow your instincts, follow your intuition, follow your wisdom, because what the real point of like torture here is this, like, won't it happen? Won't I be successful? Can't I do it? Like, that energy is the real dream killer, not the potential of failure or success, whatever that even means, at the end of the rainbow. This mindset, as a matter of fact, is probably has and is keeping someone from even getting to the foot of many rainbows, many big opportunities in their life, because they're afraid to approach it at all. And that's what's being sacrificed here, which is far more eternal than the situation, the invitation of the situation itself. I feel like that's generally what a lot of our trials and tribulations are for. They're like they're breaking us free of something, some chains that hold us back. And we see it in a very small, 3D practical scale of what the outcome and result will be, when it's actually just like elevating us to a greater potential of expression of an experience, or of our own like passionate projection, one way or the other. Like it's like unclogging. I don't know how to say it right, you know. Because there's so many burdens and stresses and pressures put on us energetically by way of our human conditioning, you know, just being an earthling, that keep us from allowing those passions, you know, suppressing a lot of things that we would do freely and wildly and without inhibition. And that would, you know, it's like taking more chances, more risks. We hold ourselves back from that a great deal on account of the what ifs. So a lot of things don't even get a chance, you know, to make it in the exploration stage, for fear that we don't even have what it takes to, you know, to see that part of the process through, you know, effectively or whatever. So let me just get a couple more and then we out. This is just somebody being extremely, many of us actually being liberated to, sorry, my nose itching. Being liberated beyond what we even realized we needed to be, in preparation for some major windfalls, to even be open to receive those windfalls. So it's, yeah, like, so we can stop blocking our own blessings. Yeah, because you know what it is? It's about breaking free of the limitation of unworthiness. Not just a matter of what we're capable of, but what we feel worthy to receive, especially based on past experiences or reflection. So that's what's being laid to rest here. The spirit of, because I mean, this in the reverse is like crazy. I don't think I've ever even had the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, honestly. But that's like a complete disconnection from, or a resistance or rejection of a big gift, particularly of a supreme or sovereign nature, ethereal nature, like God trying to give you something and you like, nah, I ain't worthy. I don't think I can handle all that. You know, you sure, me? You want to give all that to me? I think I still gotta I need to do some work on myself before I can take all that. And God is like, no, hello, like this is the rejection of that. This is not it not coming down. That's how I'm reading this. Or it not being, there not being an intention or readiness for it to be delivered. This is it being somehow resisted, probably more energetically speaking, just by the mindset of feeling unworthy or unready to handle it. I still got work to do. I don't have enough education. I don't have enough support. I don't have enough money. I still am a little wild in my nature. What if I'm not done sowing my sowing my single oats, or whatever that phrase is, sowing my oats, and I'm not ready for commitment just yet. I think I'm ready, but what if something creeps back up, or what if it's just like that last time I gave my heart and I was, vulnerable and it got crushed, and it's on and on and on, and the spirit is like, like, here, would you stop making excuses already? I said, now's the time for this. And that's probably why it's such an intense life or death matter, because it must be a matter of time. And it's like spirit knows when the divine time it is, or it wouldn't even be a possibility, a potentiality. And here we are talking ourselves out of it based on some past tense experience. It's like, no, I'm trying to show you what is now, who you are now, what you have, what all of that experience has prepared you for in the present, for this present. We're like, I don't know. For me? Yes, for you. That was funny. That's interesting. Oh, oh. Okay. Look at that, Ace of Cups. Trying to pour out the blessings, the overflow. And it definitely has a high potential for it to be by way of a partnership. And that's the scary thing for someone, because in order for that partnership to get to be, it first comes from the reception of this gift, and then for someone to have the courage to make the offer. This is where it all comes from. Here. And again, it could be professionally, platonically, intimately, whatever the case may be. It's still the same point of, in the process, the same point of juncture for it to manifest. And then just become like this springing well of happiness. Like, but it's causing somebody to have to die to some outdated, look at all this, like, oh man, forward energy. Somebody afraid of poverty, they about to be moving forward with, like this is like power couple energy. Like somebody is actually holding back their advancement beyond, like I was saying, like somebody, this is so wild. To move somebody beyond the practical, beyond the 3D. That's what this energy is here, like an acceleration, yet more passion that can't be, that somebody's a little bit afraid because that's not their wheelhouse, but yet more passion, but forwarding passion, something that's going to advance whatever the objective may be. It all becomes advanced by way of this acceptance of this great opportunity. Let's just get two more if I can. Wowzers. Wowzers. This is why the devil's so busy. Like, no, not another one. The devil don't want no adverse, blissfully happy energy infringing upon the illusions that are holding people in this pattern of indecision and unworthiness and uncertainty and insecurity. That's what it is with the King of Pentacles, because that's somebody that is secure, but these energies are trying to impress upon this projection of insecurity, like they don't already have it together, like they still, like I said, still got a long way to go, or something to work on, or better that they need to do, or they just not good enough overall, And that's the biggest illusion, that the adverse energy, that dark diabolical force that dwells within us, that's been conditioned from the inside out and the outside in, and reinforced, as a matter of fact, from the outside in most times. That's the oldest trick in the book, to make you feel like you're not enough. How dare you believe for bliss? What entitles you to that privilege in this life? What have you done to secure that, to deserve it? What qualifications do you have to maintain it? You don't even know what it is, let alone to actually receive it and then maintain it. A happy home, a happy life, happy children. You didn't even have a good childhood. How are you going to raise kids that are healthy and whole and safe and happy? You never even saw a healthy marriage in your life. How are you going to be a good husband or wife? Everybody in your family just slaves for survival. What makes you think you can have a job or an occupation where money works for you? Why do you deserve that? That's the energy. It's all a lie and an illusion to just keep you in a cycle of heartbreak until you die, until you ultimately expire. Not transformation, but just die in your misery, and that energy recreate itself for the next generation to pick up all over again. And this is somebody, that's what it is. This is why it's so crucial, because somebody is breaking a generational cycle. They're breaking a chain here, a curse, perhaps even multiple, perhaps. Damn. What the hell is that when you have so many generational curses? What is that? Like a book of spells? A book of curses? I'm going to figure out what it is, because that's probably going to be the title of what somebody is breaking here. And man, oh man, the bliss is beyond belief on the other side. Let me just get one more. Victory over that curse. Chosen for this mission. The only one that was built to do it. That's why the reward is so sweet. Because somebody, it's not even just about like the only one, but the one willing and diligent and determined to see it through. Because many could have, perhaps many even should have, perhaps, or maybe not at all. And it's just for such a time as this, for this one to be the one to drag an entire legacy out of the clutches of death and despair. Wow, like, wow. Six of Wands is undoubtedly victory and success over a great triumph, like more wand energy. And what is it leaving behind right here? Oh, this is amazing. But this Five of Wands, leaving this in its wake and being raised head and shoulders above the rest, above their own inner conflict, conquered it, and now has moved on to new challenges and new heights. And hey, new levels, new devils, right? But this was an important battle of sorts, like an important triumph, because like I said, it's going to equip someone to never have to battle this frequency of foe ever again. They'll be able to go into any challenge, any opposition, if it can even be revered as such, in this frequency now. See the difference? This is the transformation here, to just already go in knowing you already won, like not even a second thought. You're already a warrior and a victorious one at that. Proven success in the game. Wow. This message. Oh. Wow. I'm astounded by this message. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, confirmation across the board. Like, what's under here? Yeah, somebody's hard work and dedication, diligence, and discipline is what has paved the way for this victory. And I'm done. I ain't even going. And like I said, it brings light again to one of the points that I brought up about being able to do what you love, like your livelihood is a pleasure. Work is like you do it for free. So whatever it is to maintain this status as the King of Pentacles, to stay prosperous, to maintain the stability and security of the legacy that you are not only living, but leading now. Look at this. It's going to be a pleasure. It's not even going to be a stress. It's something that you would do with honor and with passion, almost with your eyes closed. I love this. So there literally is no loss here. Like there are no projected losses, like all wins, all gains, and all someone has to do is say yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I do. Yes, I will. And yes, they shall have. I am astounded. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Until next time, as always, I leave you with peace.